In this video, we will see how to do a pure tone air conducted threshold on a SmartVS patient. The first step is to choose a patient. This can be done by going to the Appointments button, identifying your patient, in this case Anya Tran, and opening the patient. From here, the next step is to go to the test room, which can be done by clicking the test room button on the right-hand side of the waiting room. Once you're in the test room, go to the Transducers tab and choose either the headphones or ear inserts, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. Once you've opened the Transducers tab, click on the headphones and they will appear in the tool tray below. Once they're in the tool tray, grab them with your mouse and put them on the patient's head. If this is a practice patient, you can check the cheats to identify whether or not you have done this correctly, and that can be found in the channel configuration panel on the right-hand side. You will see the right simulator on the right ear and the left simulator on the left ear. The other option to conduct a threshold test is to use insert earphones. This can be done by choosing the right and left earphones, and that will move them down into the tool tray. Once the insert earphone is in the tool tray, you can now go to choose a test tip. Once in the testing tips tab, choose the insert tubes and then choose the appropriate sized insert tip to go on the insert tube, which will allow it to go into the patient's ear. Now that you have the insert earphone, the insert tubes, and the tip, you can now choose and move with your mouse the insert earphone into the correct ear. Using the mouse, grab the insert phone and place it in the correct ear. You can then verify if it is done correctly by going to the channel configuration panel on the right-hand side and verifying they are in the correct spot. You'll notice in this case the red simulator is in the left ear, and that's not correct, so we need to go ahead and switch those from the right ear to the right ear. Once you've moved it to the correct ear, go back and choose the left insert phone with the insert tubes and the insert tip and place that in the left ear. Now move the screen with Anya Tran to the top left-hand corner so that you can see the waiting room below. Move the mouse down and click on the smart audiometer to open that up. Once the audiometer is opened up, verify that the transducer is correct. If it is not, go up to the stimulus and choose the correct transducer. With the audiometer open and the correct transducers, now choose your ear, the frequency, and the intensity that you would like to use. At this point, you can also check the audio indicator button if you would like to hear the stimulus that's being presented to your patient. You're now ready to present the sound. This can be done by either clicking on the output or pressing the space bar to present the stimulus. At this point, the stimulus response will come on, showing you a speaker with a red dot indicating it's being presented to the right ear. At this point in time, if the patient hears the stimulus, the patient will respond by saying yes, and or the patient response button will turn red in the box below. Once the patient has identified their threshold using the down 10, up 5 procedure, double click on the last level indicating the threshold and the either right ear or left ear symbol will appear on the audiogram. Since we are using a practice patient, the next cheat that you will be allowed to use is the thumbs up, thumbs down button, which will verify if your response is correct or incorrect. As you can see here, the response at 1000 hertz at 0 dB is correct, indicated by the green circle. The response at 1500 hertz at 30 dB is incorrect, indicated by the X, which means you should go back and retry that particular threshold. Once you've completed all the required frequencies and determined the threshold at each frequency for both the right and left ears, you can either save that data or copy it to your audiogram. If you are done, then you can go ahead and press the clear all items and remove the inserts from the patient's ear.